The island of Jersey in the English Channel is owned by the British Crown, but is much closer to France than to Great Britain. Because the two countries are at odds on how to handle Brexit, electricity supplier France could soon pull the plug on residents. The French government is threatening retaliation in the dispute over fishing licenses for waters on the British Channel island of Jersey. They have already informed the EU Commission that the Brexit treaty will not be complied with on this point, said the minister responsible for maritime policy, Annick Girardin, on Tuesday in the lower house of the French parliament. The island is only a few kilometers off the French coast, but is a British Crown possession with its own administration. The island gets most of its power supply from France via an undersea cable. And a dispute is looming over this. 41 fishing licenses have been issued to French boats for Jersey, according to the head of department Girardin. However, these are associated with unacceptable, unsettled conditions. For example, access to the waters has been reduced in some cases from 40 days to a little more than 10. We have the means, added Girardin, with a view to possible retaliation. In this context, he brought switching off the power supply into play. I would be very sorry if we had to go that far, but they would do that if we have to do that. Otherwise, they risk assessing the sea in other places as well. The British government defended itself against the allegations on the grounds that Jersey was Crown property, but had its own administration. This means that the island is responsible for issuing licenses itself. No influence was exerted. The Channel Island leadership rejected the threats from France. The French fishermen just have to provide details, said Foreign Affairs Senator Ian Gorst on Wednesday on BBC Radio 4. And he says it seems disproportionate to turn off the electricity just because additional information has to be provided so that we can issue the licenses. French fishermen have long been angry about access to British waters after Brexit. The protest is mainly directed against the slow issue of fishing licenses in London. Jean-Luc Hall, head of the National Fishing Committee, told Bloomberg News that Britain had issued fewer licenses than agreed. French fishermen would not venture into British waters without a license to avoid risking penalties. After the British left the EU, there was a dispute over total catches and their distribution. At times, negotiations on the Brexit trade pact threatened to fail due to the fish issue. In December, the EU countries agreed on temporary fishing quotas until the end of July. And right now, when I'm filming this, there's also kind of a blockade from French fishermen at Jersey port, and the British Navy already has been sent there as well. So it is escalating at the moment. And to be honest, is it another provocation from the British? They recently tried that often that you cannot rule that out. And we are talking about, if I'm informed correctly, after the 41 licenses, just about another 17 licenses. And as I said, about the 10 days instead of 40. Oh my God, give them the other 17 licenses and give them the 40 days as was promised, and that's it. So we will see how that will go on. I fear there will be some more escalation in that case. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel. Auf Wiedersehen.